For the last few years, my life revolved around one thing: JEE. Every day felt connected to it somehow. Every morning, every test, every late night study sessions. It slowly stopped becoming just an exam. It became my entire identity. And somewhere along the way, I genuinely started believing that if I worked hard enough, everything would fall into place. But it did not. And when the result came, I realized something I never thought I would have to say. I failed my JEE dream. I still remember when this journey started. Back then, everything felt exciting: new books, new routines, new goals. There was this feeling that life was finally beginning. Like I was working towards something meaningful, and honestly, I wanted it badly. Not just for the college, but for what it represented: validation, success, a future I could be proud of. At first, I thought all I had to do was work hard. There was a simple equation in my head: more effort equals better results. So I gave it everything I had, or at least I tried to. Well, I was a dropper, so I started off pretty strong. But just as every kid, I gave up to distractions. I started getting distracted, and slowly I was getting out of the race. But then, just before 3 months from the exam, I realized that I can't be doing the same thing. And over time, my life became smaller and smaller. I woke up, I studied, I ate, I studied again, and then slept. I repeated this day after days. Days started blending together. I stopped talking to people as much, stopped enjoying things I used to like. And no matter how many hours I studied, it never felt enough. That's probably the worst part of competitive exams. Even when you are trying your best, you constantly feel behind. There were days I sat at my desk for hours without actually being able to focus. Days when I opened the same chapter again and again, hoping something would finally click. And slowly, the excitement I once had started turning into pressure. Then pressure became exhaustion, and eventually exhaustion became burnout. But I kept going anyway, because I thought stopping meant failing. And then, the result came. I stared at the screen for a long time. Not because I was shocked. Maybe somewhere deep down I already knew. But seeing it in front of me made everything real. All those years, all those expectations, all those sacrifices, and suddenly it felt like nothing was enough. I didn't know what to feel. I wasn't angry, I wasn't crying, I just felt empty. Like the version of myself I had imagined for years disappeared in a single moment. In a single goddamn moment. After that, everything became quiet. People around me started moving on with their lives. Some celebrated, some got into great colleges, and I was just stuck. I avoided conversations, avoided questions, avoided thinking about the future, because for so long I only planned my life around one outcome. And when that did not happen, I genuinely didn't know who I was without it. That phase was hard. Not because of the exam itself, but because I felt like I lost direction. Like I lost a part of myself. But somewhere in that silence, I started thinking differently. Maybe my journey wasn't over. Maybe life wasn't ending yet. I started looking into ISERs, into IAT, into the possibility of starting again, and for the first time in a while I felt something I hadn't felt in months. Hope. Not the loud kind, not the everything will magically work out kind. Just a quiet feeling that maybe I still had another chance. So this is where I am now, trying to rebuild myself slowly, trying to study again, trying to fix my discipline, trying to believe in myself again, and honestly, I still don't know fully how this story ends. Maybe I'll succeed, maybe I'll fail again, I don't know, but this time I don't want my entire life to depend on one result. I just want to keep moving forward, one day at a time, and maybe this isn't the end of the dream. Maybe this is just the beginning of a dream, different one. So yeah, I failed my JEE dream, but I'm not done yet. Day 1.